Trying to live my life better every day. Yeah. Don't take for granted I'm living.
Got it right there.
Gee.
There you go. King, what's happening, brother?
What's up, baby? You doing all right? It's time.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Marcus, what's good, baby?
It's all good, man. I just, like I say, what we do here on Mondays, brother, Good Music Monday, we bring good insight and intellect on good people doing good things in this world. And, you're a good guy for sure, doing great things in this world. And I appreciate you before we start. I appreciate you for accepting the challenge and jumping on with me and doing this, D. We all love you, baby boy. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Number love. Number love.
No. So how the family holding up? Everybody good, brother?
Man, everybody blessed. Everybody doing real well. You know what I mean? If I complained, man, God will probably slap me right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm too blessed. Every day I wake up, man, I look around and I see what's going on around me, and nothing but blessings. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing too much that I can complain about. It ain't nothing that I can come up in my head, you feel me, to even complain about. You know what I'm saying? Because all my good days outweigh my bad. And with that being said, I ain't complaining about nothing.
That's right. Every day. You see what you've done, D. You giving all of us hope. All of us in the world hope. I don't care if you black, white, Asian, Mexican, anything you are. You've given us hope, D. We all know we still fighting to this day, baby.
Yes, sir. To this day. To this day. To this day.
That's my brother. All right, D. So all right, D. Let's get to it because we got some things to cover, bro. So you were born and raised in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
All right. There you go, D. So how was that, for a young Deontay? Was it a tough neighborhood? How was it for you, bro, for young Deontay?
I mean, it was just like, a lot of people look at Alabama and, they go off of what they hear, what I'm saying it being country, roads and all that and shit. Like, there's certain parts. I mean, to be honest, where I've traveled to different places, different states and stuff like that, everybody got a country, you know what I'm saying? And but with here, it's so much different. You ain't been here and been in certain areas. I mean, you wouldn't understand, you know what I'm saying? You'll be ignorant to the fact of what it is because someone's telling you. So you getting second hand of what it's really like, but every time I look around, I'm running right back down. You know what I'm saying? I have 5 personal homes that I live in, and someone was like, why you need 5 homes? And for me, it's like when I'm done with my profession, as far as boxing and other things that I'm involved and invested in, I like to meditate. I like to gather my energy, and all these places allow me to collect energy, a feel, some type, allow my mind to explore and go and do what it needs to do, so I can get confirmation of a lot of things. I spend a lot of long time with myself. I'm a homebody. So
that's right.
I love being at home. I love everything about home. When they say the pandemic hit, it was like, okay. Because I'm always at home, period. A lot of people go out a lot. I always go, I do my trips and stuff. And if I do a trip and take the family or, I went to Jamaica by myself, secluded, just, I needed that time for myself. You feel me? Yeah. So I got the PJ, I got up, I went, boom. I was all like that by just chilling. I like to do that just to meditate. I like to meditate, man, get myself right. If I do travel, it'd be like different islands and stuff like that with the family and all that. But other than that, I come right back home and we spread the love back at home as well. I'm a very deep guy, you know what I'm saying? And
I know, bro. I know, and that's why I say I understand that. So basically, you love to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like you worked hard. You should own some land and some property, and that's why you are one of the guys that's paving the way for a lot of young people coming up in this real period. You a game changer, bro. So that's great. So D, actually too, when you was young, though, when you were young, what were you into? Like, what kind of stuff were you into? A young, let's say 12 and under, 12 years old and under.
Young me, I was big into sports. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Being here in Alabama, you didn't have much to do, so it was easy to go outside and get into a fight. It was easy to go outside and get into all types of trouble because you know, as boys, man, if we get bored, we find trouble, and sometimes the trouble that we get into may not be the right type of trouble. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just remember a lot just fighting here and different things like that. You know, being in Alabama, but you know, with that being said, I always had a mindset that I wanted to be something, that I wanted to do something, and I wasn't gonna let nothing get in my way. No matter how poor I was, no matter what I saw every day, no matter what I had to go through every day, because every day, every time I walked out my house, it seemed like I had to fight. I had to defend myself in certain type of way. You know, just like in the world today, every day we walk out our door. Sometimes every day we get up out of our bed and lay our feet on solid ground. It's a battle. It's a war. And at this point in time, I just keep my armor on. You know what I'm saying? I keep my helmet on. I keep these war boots on and whatever selection of weapon that I'm carrying, maybe two. I keep that with me because, man, we in a war right now. The world is under attack, and we're in a war all types of ways. Not even just human beings, but in the spiritual flesh as well. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you rich on this right here. You know what I'm saying? I watch my feet away. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful, but you know,
absolutely.
Alabama bring me a lot of peace, man. I get a lot of peace here. I'm able to think. You know,
no, that's facts, bro. D, that's well said. That's well said, and I know that. You know, I know. Once again, that's why I say you are living proof. You know, I can't stress this enough. You're living proof. It's that simple. I ain't gonna never think nothing different. You living proof that if you want something bad enough and you work hard enough for it, then you can achieve it, and you've done that, King. But D, let's go back to early days, man. So you know, how many siblings did you have? How many siblings do you have, bro?
I have 3 sisters, 2 brothers. Well, I have one living brother. You know, my other brother, he's deceased. So I have 1 living brother and 3 sisters. And, you know, it was funny growing up with all those guys and stuff like that. You know, everybody had a different ego. You know, me and my brother was very competitive growing up. My father played ball. So, you know, he always wanted to build a basketball-oriented type of family. He didn't believe in playing different sports and stuff. You feel like you focus on one sport, you get good at one sport. That's it. But, you know what I mean, growing up in school, you know that, I mean, there's always the saying that, like, if it wasn't for sports, then school wouldn't be in existence in my life. And I was one of those guys, like, if it wasn't for sports, I mean, school would be irrelevant for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a school type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I just never won. But being in sports allowed me.
We share the same thing on that one. I'm sorry, you know, we share the same thing, brother. You know, respect to school and all the respect to it. But I was the same way as you, D.
Yeah, man. So it helped me out big time just being in sports and just playing different sports. I remember times I used to have to sneak away from my house. My father don't even know certain stories now, as we all have different secrets that we keep that our parents don't even know to this day. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to have to sneak away from the house and stuff, but because my father didn't believe in playing so many sports. But I like to play football, basketball, baseball. I ran track. If I had time for soccer, I would have done that as well. You know what I mean? I just had to keep my mind stimulated from the negativity that was going on in the world and that was around me, and focus on the good, the positivity. See, that's where we all go wrong. See, we worry about so much of what people say or what they may do. When they say that the truth shall set you free, it's a bit of that. Like it ain't some subliminal message in there. The truth shall set you free. So with that being said, when you know the truth wholeheartedly, whole mind, whole body and soul, when you know the truth for something, no matter what people say, man, it ain't gonna bother you. They say sticks and stone may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Which it depends on what type of mindset that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm gonna get to that.
Things will hurt. But it's all about what you intake. It's just like food. They say, you know, anything that you consume in your body, too much of it is bad for you, right?
Facts, yes, sir.
It's the same thing. If you allow people to throw negativity at you, emotional garbage at you, and you taking it in, you being a garbage man, and you receiving that shit and not taking the trash out, that shit comes on you, bro. Those negativity, that evil spirit come over. But for me, I'm so used to it. Like it's not a botherness to me. I have a loving family. My mindset is so huge. I tell people that a spaceship can fit in it. So there's no botherness to me with anything that I go through. You know, it's a blessing, bro. I look at it as a blessing. And I just thank God to be able to have the mindset that I have, to be able to rule and lead so many different men and women, you know, young and old, even children. You know what I mean? It's a blessing. But God gave his greatest warriors. He gave his greatest battles to his greatest warrior.
Yes, sir. That's facts. Well said, D. And you know, I know, man, you got a lot of love around you, baby boy. You got a lot of love around you. Because the reason why you have a lot of love is because you shared that energy. You know, anybody that know you for real, they know what kind of energy you got. You share that love energy always, man. So
yes, sir.
Respect to you, D. But D, check this out. You had siblings. You got a brother, Marcellus, man. Marcellus, right? So Marcellus, he's a professional boxer too. Shout out to Marcellus Wilder. But the man can sing for sure. I witnessed it. I witnessed it firsthand. He can sing, bro. Let me ask you, can you sing too?
You know, man, we talented in a lot of little different areas. You know what I'm saying? And this, I don't think there's no time for. But let me see. I'm just put it like that. We got a lot of stuff going on. Like overall, I'm saying don't give them the bars. You know, we don't give them about too much. We don't brag about too much. We don't boast about too much. But my brother's very talented. My whole family very talented. My brother's talented. I'm talented. I got some cousins. They're very talented. You know, all the way around. And you know, it's good to be around so many talented people. You know, with such a strong mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because what the world see and what we see behind closed doors, you know what I'm saying, it's almost similar but different. You know, the only thing what the world see is only what they want to take in. You know, a lot of people don't want to take in what they really see. They want to, you know, imagine whatever they see or whatever they comprehend that come from a situation or whatever, which is fine. You know, everybody entitled to their own opinion or have their own mindset of thinking. But when I'm around these people and stuff like that, man, it's you know, it just lets you know that life is so good, and it's just amazing to be around so many great people with a mindset of I want to be great at what I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I sit around the bed of people that are always thinking about what I need to do, how I need to invest this, how I can get my business up and running, how I can keep money flowing, how I can, you know, get a business where if I spend this, I got something else, I can sleep at night making money and stuff. That's all we. Man, it's crazy though, and but we got a lot of talent amongst the family, amongst my friends, and everything. So man, I'm blessed, bro.
Nah, I already know, D. I see Telly in there. Shout out, like I say, shout out Telly Swift. You know, she said you could carry a note, bro.
I mean, you know, Marcus, I can do a lot of things, bro. I can do a lot of things. Maybe one day, you know. I know. Come out with some stuff, do, you know, just mess around or whatever. You know, I think the most powerful thing is music. You know, if you want to get a message across the world through someone, a gang of people, a group of people all over the world, come up with a song. Come up with a song and put it in your song. You know what I'm saying? Let it roll from your heart and find you a nice beat and just put it on there. If you want to listen, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just blessed. We have Chantel in here. Chantel be trying to do a little something.
There you go. Hey, D, like I told you, bro, this is why I do this Good Music Monday. We get the good insight on whoever I have on, but the original idea is to let everybody know how music is a universal language, and it speaks that language to everybody. So we all love music. I think everybody in here is a music head. I don't know what genre, what kind of music they like, but it's okay. You know, we appreciate all music. You know, so that's cool. Hey D, let's get it moving, bro. I want to go with So, who were some of your inspirations growing up, D?
Some of my inspirations growing up, you know, if many don't know,
I hear you.
I'm a pastor's child, so you know, man, I was born and raised in the church. near about, literally all my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we listen to different gospel music and stuff like that. We was a representation of our father. So we, when we go places or when we went places, we represented him. And, Dad always wanted to be represented right. And, he wasn't with that foolish stuff. It was certain things that we could do, certain things we couldn't do. It was certain music we could listen to, and there's certain music that we couldn't listen to. And he was very strict. My father was very strict. You know what I'm saying? I think we was blocked and shielded from a lot of different things amongst the world now. You know what I mean? But I thank God for that though. I thank God for it all. We still did our little things, on the side or whatever. I remember my sister would listen to Aaliyah, Rock the Boat. And my father came in one time, you know what I'm saying? It was from church preaching or whatever. And she was playing Rock the Boat, Rock. My father came in, girl, get out of it. Get that hang off your ear talking about rock the boat, rock the boat. I'll rock your boat. Man, different things like, man, it was so funny, back in those times, you know what I'm saying? But he had a purpose. He had a goal that how he wanted to raise his children, you know what I'm saying? And then, while him being in the front light, you know what I'm saying, of God, you know what I mean? He wanted to make a great impression, not on us, but amongst everyone else that's gonna be looking in. Like if he wasn't around me, he knew that I must carry myself with the utmost respect, rightfully, you know what I'm saying, because I'm representing him. And this is what he installed. So I come from that background, man. A family just very close, a tight-knit family, you know what I'm saying? And
so to sum that up, I think it sounds like you're saying your father was one of your biggest inspirations, your father and your family, huh?
Yeah, my father, you know what I'm saying? I seen him do a lot of things, My father was a very, very, very hard worker. It was a point in time where my father took up on the challenge of raising, all of us. It was a point in time, me and my mom and dad, they split it up at one point in time, but my father took up on took up on the challenge of raising all four of us. It was time where he wouldn't sleep. It was time where he wouldn't eat. It was time where he would have to scrape our place. Like if he bought us something, whatever we didn't finish, that's what he would consume to eat and go on and stuff like that. Times was hard, bro, but we didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Being kids, because they only show us so much, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want a child to be worrying. A child shouldn't have to worry about nothing but growing up in this world, living, learning things, and loving, living, learning, and loving. You know what I'm saying? That's what I put it as. And my father, he made sure everything was right, although we didn't have, much money or nothing like that. But he was a big influence on me, even with saving. I'm a huge saver. I love saving my money. I love stacking up and doing the right things with it. I'm big, and I've been doing that, ever since I was young. So, that was major for me. And now I'm able to teach some of my family, some of my employees, some of my family and friends, certain techniques and values of what it is to save money and invest it and put it in certain places and stuff. I'm big on land and property. I got a lot of land and property all over and stuff like that. A lot of people don't know a lot of things of me, which my father always told me, keep people off balance about you, son. Don't let everybody know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? That stuck with me. And another thing, my mom was a big influence on me as well. You know what I'm saying? I can say that it was one poster that I had before the house burnt down. She had a poster that she gave me. I think I was 7 or 8 years old, and I was fascinated by this poster. And it was just a simple poster with a teddy bear with a bandana on his head, and it was running a race. And when it was at the finish line, and you had the tape right here by this body, and the word said, "You don't know what you can do until you try." And those simple words right there stuck with me for the rest of my life. I still rehearse. I still think about that poster. I still sit that in the back of my mind and say, "You don't know what you can do until you try." And that's a strong statement, because we have so many people in the world. It's so talented, Marcus.
Yeah, yeah,
They're so
yeah.
talented in so many different areas, man. But they allow themselves to be content in their position in life. They allow themselves to be content around their peers. That might not never get them, not going nowhere themselves or have negativity. And you know that if you surround yourself by negativity, you shall become that. If you surround yourself by positivity, you shall become of that. So you want to be around people that you want to become. Because if you're around certain people and you don't want to be that, you better go. You better run. You better run.
Hey, D, that's well said, bro. I had Zab Judah last week, right? Yeah. And we was talking, and I asked him something about the Olympics and whatnot, and he said something along the lines of that. He said, it was some fighters when he was young that used to be like, man, I'm scared, I'm nervous, and he used to look at them like, don't give me that energy, don't give me that energy. He's like, why you fighting then?
It's contagious. It's contagious, man. It'll just jump on you. You be like, damn, why I'm so drained? Because it's so much. It ain't no positive. You ain't in no positive state right now. I go so much off of my energy, man. It's like my energy is such a big part of my life. Like if I feel a certain type of way of places that I go, you ever been in a place where you like, damn, this shit don't feel right? Like I'm gonna be up in this bitch literally 5 minutes and I'm getting up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Again, weeks later, whatever, you hear about something happening there or whatever, you like, I knew it. I felt like something was gonna happen. Like that's your intuition and all those things telling you and stuff. But my energy, man, from going places to meeting people to making decisions, you know what I'm saying? Even sometimes to what I want to eat, what I want to do, it's all like energy feels a tie, it's an aura that comes together. Man, this world that we live in is a magical place. You know what I'm saying? But everybody live their life like they want. You know what I'm saying? Certain people don't get into certain things because they only believe in what they believe or what they've been raised to believe. And then some people are like, well, man, I can't believe it if I can't see it. And if you are one of those people that can't believe without seeing, stop it. You might want to sit back and think about your life and wonder why. And if you're a person that's going through a lot of blockage, a lot of things cutting you off, you're like, damn, it seems like every time I make 2 steps, I'm going back 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your mind, your belief.
You got to open that thing.
Bro.
Expand that thing. Yeah.
Bro. Because there's so many people going to doubt you in the world. They are designed to doubt you. What you call them, haters? They are designed to get in the way. They're designed to be a stoppage, a blockage in your life because a lot of people can't deal with it. A lot of people can't deal with negativity. It's a stoppage in some people's life. Some people try to, worry about what somebody's saying and trying to correct it and stuff like that. For me, I speak my piece. What I say, I know what the truth is, and I speak my piece. I don't try to explain nothing to nobody. I say what I say, and I speak my piece, and people take it how it is. That's up to them to comprehend what I said and take it. Some people always take it and dissect it and makes it more than what it is. But like I said in the beginning, the truth shall set you free. And when you know the truth, it won't hurt you.
There you go. Hey, D, let me piggyback off that. You're absolutely right, bro. The reality is it's going to be haters no matter what. We all know this. They kill Jesus Christ, people, all right? It's that simple. So it's going to be haters no matter what. But D, once again, I'm gonna every chance I get, I'm gonna give you your roses, bro. You did that. You still doing that, but you did that. Like you living proof that if you believe in something, you can achieve it. And you've done that, bro. So D, let's move it, man. Every once in a while, I shout out the good people in here. Shout out to B. Waddy, Brandon Watson. My brother. B. Waddy. Shout out to cousin in here. Right. All right. And since we was on that topic a little bit, shout out to all our haters in here too. We respect them. D, I got you. We respect them. We appreciate y'all.
Yes,
Keep on hating on us because y'all giving us hope and motivation. So thank you all. We appreciate y'all. All right.
Blessings.
So D, let's move this along. D, I got now talk to us, bro. You go to high school. What high school did you go to?
High school I went to
There you go.
I went to high school. You know what I mean?
So talk to us a little bit about your high school experience and whatnot. Did you play sports in high school?
Yeah, I did. I played football, basketball. I ran track. Um, that was something I would have did soccer as well. But yeah,
Baseball?
baseball was. I had an opportunity to play baseball. They wanted me to be the pitcher. Because they heard about how I can pitch and how fast. Like I used to throw that things, man. They called me Wild Thing. Goddamn, when I pitched. When I pitched, it was so fast, but you don't know where it was going, goddamn. So it may hit you or it may strike you out. You know what I'm saying? So every time I came out, Wild Thing, did it, you know what I'm saying? So every time I come out, I have a song they'll play because it was amazing how the speed that I had to throw, but I didn't really have too much control of it. You know what I'm saying? But baseball was definitely, one of those things. I just never got into it just because of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It almost felt like pressure because the coach wanted me. It ain't like I tried out. They wanted me to come because of what they heard. You know what I'm saying? I used to play in middle school a lot and stuff like that. But as I got into high school, so much other things was going on. And I enjoyed track. I used to be a high jump, triple jump. You know what I'm saying? And I used to do the mile relay. I only did that once, though. I got to confess. I only did that once, and that was just for points for the team. I'll never do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? That kills me, man. You got to be in shape for that.
Man, track and field, I recommend that for anybody, all you parents out there. I recommend to put your children in track and field just because, at least once,
Hey, it'll run that energy out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to my auntie, VSU 1980. That's Virginia State University. But hey, D, so let me ask you, there you go. What was your favorite? What was your favorite, Deontay?
What happened?
What was your favorite sport out of them?
What was my favorite sport?
Your personal favorite, yes, sir.
My favorite sport was it was in between, like it's a tie between football and basketball. So I can't really break the two apart. Like I said, my father was more into basketball than any other sport. He played high school, played college as well, and he was more into that. But football and basketball was my go-to sports. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I remember being young playing football, with the kids. And like I said, everywhere you go, you have to be careful where you go because sometimes you had to go to a more like hectic or dangerous area just to have fun because that's where all the athletes was at. You know what I'm saying? In certain rural areas in the projects and shit like that, like you wanted to go there to play the ball and football, and like when we played ball, it was like tackle with no pads on. You know what I'm saying? So we were playing, and you know how you used to throw the ball up, and somebody pick that bitch up and go get it. Every time we played that, no matter where you were, you was gonna get the fight because somebody attacked you too hard or something like that, and now you had to prove yourself. And if you ain't from that area, shit, you more likely to get jumped. You feel?
Come on, D. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's where you find the fun at basketball games. Basketball games, man. We used to go to the court. You won't see nothing but red everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because that'd be all the bloods and shit. But that's where you got the great games at. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I enjoyed my childhood. You know what I'm saying?
But wait, D. Speaking of that, so it was gang banging going on? I was like, they had gangs in Alabama. They got gangs.
Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? For me, people always big on where you from. I'm from here. But like for me, it ain't about of course a place raised you, it taught you certain things, but I don't think a place really define who you really are because you can be a certain type of person. You can be a star in your place. You know what I'm saying? But just need that opportunity to show someone else wherever they are. I'm gonna show you I'm better than you where you are. You may have more resources than me, but my heart is bigger than yours. My mindset is bigger than yours. And that's what it's all about, your mindset and what your heart, how determined you are. It ain't about where you're from. Because if you determined to get to where you gotta go, shit, you can go where you gotta go. Look at me, and then I still represent where I'm from. Because I love where I'm from. You know what I mean?
And that's facts. That's facts. Speak it, believe it, achieve it. Right, D? Come on, King.
Well, that's your point. Mind, speak it, believe it, receive. but it's all
They,
the same family.
my fault.
Squad!
Hey, baby, you damn right. Hey, D. Hey, that's good. Let's move this before they get us off of here, bro. So shout out to Chase Milton in here too. You know, Chase, African Chase. He said,
What's up, brother? I
hey,
love you, man.
Hey, he said you would have been a hell of a tennis player.
Man, hey, Chase, I still be thinking about playing tennis, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get cardio for your feet, exercise, and flexibility, moving your fast fiber twitch muscles and different things like that. So shout out to Chase and continue to teach those kids to play tennis, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're the first black tennis coach I ever met. And the man, when he told me that, I was like, all right, let's get it. Let's get it, man. I love you, Chase.
Hey, D, see, this is why people don't even know. Like, Deontay, you done been, bro. You came to Holly Park. All my LA people in here, y'all know where that is. Deontay Wilder's been to Holly Park. He's been to the church over in off of Main. You understand what I'm saying? Off of Main Street. Deontay Wilder, he don't just talk it, he walks it. You know, Deontay Wilder has been in the ghettos for sure in LA and giving back to the community, showing love, you know, being reachable, being touchable, you know, signing autographs, taking pictures with kids, and also throwing a little change every once in a while to these people. So Deontay, like I said, we're here to give you your roses. But D, let's move it. Let me go with the next one. Now, D, you move into you turn pro, bro, at 20 years. No, I'm sorry. You start boxing at 20 years old as an amateur. What made you get into boxing, you know, at 20, bro? How'd that come about?
Yeah, I walked into a gym at 20, and I actually officially started at 21. You know,
Gotcha.
People got different dates. I done heard 18, 19, 20. It's 21. You know,
okay.
It started, and I only walked into the gym because of my daughter. She was born with spina bifida, and during that time, you know, I'm 19 years old. I had to drop out of college and all that, you know what I'm saying, to get a job for my daughter. You know what I mean? I had so many big goals and dreams when I was coming up. You know, I always wanted to be a professional athlete. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you may have plans, but God have other plans for you. And I was one of those cases that God had other plans for me, you know. And when I had my daughter, you know, I used to tell her, I had a good friend in college. I used to like, bro, I ain't gonna be the next semester. I ain't gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go grind and get this money for my daughter. She was born with spina bifida. I don't know nothing about the disorder or what it takes to take care of a child with spina bifida. You know what I'm saying? I heard about what the doctor was telling me in this dark room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy during that time, but I just knew I had to find some money, and I needed some good money. You know what I'm saying? In the right way, where I wouldn't have to get in no trouble and nothing like that. And I was telling him, I should start boxing, bro. He looked at me. He was like, hell yeah, you should start boxing, because they knew you know what I mean? I was the type of person that I had a reputation that like he ain't gonna fuck with nobody. But you fuck with him, you're going to be in for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't that person that played around a lot, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to certain things. If you wanted to go, then we weren't going to talk. We was just going to get it over with and move on. You know what I'm saying? And so he thought it was a great idea right off. And then by us talking about that 3 days shot to us talking about that, he had a guy from a local gym here. And I never known there was a gym to be here. Like in all my life since I've been here, like, so it was kind of fascinating to say there was a gym here, because one of the coaches tried to get him to come, but he's not a fighter, he's a lover. See, I'm a lover and a fighter, so it made sense for me. So when I went up there, man, I walked up into that gym, Marcus.
Yes, sir.
And I walked up into that joint, man, and I heard heavenly bells, bro. He said, "Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah." I swear, man, I can hear it. It was like I was at the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? That feeling was like, it was none other. I'm seeing guys hitting heavy bags, God hitting speed bags, God hitting mitts. You got boxing conversation going on. You got the trainer, you know what I'm saying, trying to critique somebody on their technique and different. Man, it was all at one side. I never seen this before. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I knew I had the mindset, I had the heart, I had everything it took to take
the strength. The strength. You got the strength.
Of course, had the strength. Alabama strong all day long. I had all that shit, man. And actually, when I came into the gym, my trainer kind of doubted me a little bit. He was like, because he always see kids come in there, man, talking about this is what they want to do. But boxing is not a sport that you know what I'm saying, you just come in and you just take up. Like either you have it or you don't. And it's a lonely sport. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I told him I box. I want to box. He was like, in his head, he told me, he said the basketball court is down the road. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was feeling when I came in, because so many kids come in and do that. But you know, I kind of felt it. Like I said, I've been connected with myself for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? I felt his energy. You know what I'm saying? Like disbelief. You know what I'm saying, of my abilities of what I came in to do. He didn't know what he had in his gym. You know what I'm saying? So, but the magic thing about it, not only did I work hard when he was looking, but I worked even harder when he wasn't looking at me. And he said that's when he realized, like, I got something special in here. Because he didn't know I was doing it for my daughter and stuff. Like, no one did. And I just came out of nowhere. And from that point, we didn't even know how to get to the Olympics. That was the Olympic, you know, I joined and
wait, D. I'm gonna go to the Olympics. I'm gonna go there, but D, let me ask you briefly. Briefly. I got you. No, D, was it Jay or no? That was a different trainer.
Jay is my longtime trainer. We've been together from day one. We've been in the.
I'm saying, is that the trainer you're talking about just now, or is it different?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, JD's. You know, shout out to JD's. My longtime trainer. We've been through the trenches. We've been through so much together, you know what I'm saying? So much. I mean, we had to scrape up money. Many times go get sparring and go to other states, because in Alabama we didn't have it. Because it was boxing, it wasn't no boxing state. I made Alabama into a boxing state.
I got you. So then look, you started fighting at 21, D, right? You started fighting at 21. How many amateur fights did you have? Do you remember?
I think I ended I ended my career, I think 32-4, maybe, or something like that. 32-4. I made the Olympics team in a year and a half. No one in the history of boxing has ever made the Olympics team in a year and a half. And I went on to medal. You know, although I got a bronze, I mean, you know, I beat the gold medalist in Russia. So I had the Italian guy at the for the silver medal, and you know.
Nah, D, you ain't got to explain too much on that, bro. Listen, what you've done is unheard of, my man. What you've done in this lifetime, show me somebody else who's done this. All right, D.
And then been the fact that I was the least experienced guy in the Olympics. It was 286 guys in my weight division, and I was the 286th guy out of the whole thing, and to surpass all these guys that have been to the Olympics before, these guys having over 100 and some amateur bouts. Here I am with, I'm just barely making it by with my, you know, with the experience that I had. I was always playing catch up. You know what I'm saying? And I was in things with, you know, I was always playing catch up to some of my other guys and stuff like that. Rashid Warren, you know, 2-time Olympian. Renee Williams, you know what I'm saying? We had Chris Downs. We had one of my good friends, Michael Hunter. That was my roommate when we first started out. He was my roommate. I was
going to ask you because look, you end up fighting in the 2008 USA Olympics. What Olympics period for Team USA in Beijing. And I was going to ask you who were some of the guys that you're close with, but that's good. You just gave us that. So D, talk to us about that experience though. How was it over there, like in Beijing?
I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing feeling just to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Being where I came from and the short amount of time that I had to get to where I was going, because I was always doubted. You know, it is always, you get doubted from where you're from. People are, where you from? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because you haven't seen it, don't mean it can't happen. I just said, you gotta, you just because you don't see it, don't mean you shouldn't believe it. You gotta believe without seeing, and that's the magic, you know. And that's what it gets to, you know, when people see me, how I speak, how my demeanor of myself, how confident I am, you know, in myself, how brave that I am, you know. you know me, I walk the walk and talk the talk. I speak about things that a lot of these other fighters don't want to speak about. But when I do speak it, I'm the one that like, he said it, amen. You know what I'm saying? And I'll take up on it. I'm a leader, bro. I'm a king. I'll take up on that responsibility. That's why there's a lot of people that, you know, go against me, you know, in all because of my demeanor of who I am and how I am. And for the simple fact that they don't understand. But even the Bible said, lean not to your own understanding. Your blessings in the morning time. You know what I'm saying? So with that Olympic experience, it was amazing just to be there, even without Melanie, Marcus. The Olympics going there, it was an amazing feeling just to be there and say, wow, I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it, and I was the only one to medal. Like out of all these guys that was a part of the boxing team, I was the only one to medal. What's the odds of that? God is good. You know what I mean? God is good, man. And this is all I can see it as. And to go on after the Olympics, to go on and pursue my career and the professional rankings.
I got you. And see, no, that's right. God is great, brother. And the reality is, like once again, you're living proof, man. If you believe it, you can achieve it, brother. And you've done it. You went over there and you won a medal. Now let me actually shout out to JoJo Diaz too, by the way. Joseph Diaz was a U.S. Olympian too, and he just fought this past weekend. He had a draw, but he said what's up. I see him in here. But anyways, you go over there and you go win a real medal, my man. After boxing for only like 2 years, you know. So D, did you meet the late great Kobe Bryant or LeBron James? Did you meet any of them guys?
I never got the opportunity to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Never got the opportunity to. And may God rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. He definitely was one of the best of all time. Yes, indeed. Hands down. Hands down, he's definitely one of the best of all time. God blessed him with ability and a talent to spread amongst the world, and he did that. He did that, fearlessly. You know what I'm saying? He showed the world what he was able to do. You know, LeBron is also anointed. He's a blessed by God. You feel me? And he shows it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And we got some great athletes that have came. You know, that have paved the way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to do tributes to a lot of people's, and you know what I'm saying? Especially with my black people, because we're so great, and we get, we don't get that much attention and notice about certain things that we should. And a lot of people are always like, oh, it's always a black this, and no, it's the facts. Like I just said, the truth hurts at times. And some people just, they don't want to take in something. And that's all we always say. We just want credibility. You know what I'm saying? We want to be honored. We want to be respected. We want to be acknowledged for the great things that we've done, because you always get blasted for, negativity. We can do 100 things right and one fucking thing
negative,
You know what I'm saying? You get tired of that shit, bro. You get sick and tired of so many in the world. And
to piggyback off of that, you absolutely right, bro. Well said. And this is why, once again, Deontay Wilder, you are our heavyweight champion. When I say our heavyweight champion, anybody in this 2000 era, y'all better not ever forget Deontay Wilder. Y'all want to appreciate him until he's gone. Like LeBron James, like he just said, like LeBron James, he'd be like, oh no, man, such and such is better. That's cool, but don't discredit LeBron, don't discredit Deontay Wilder. These are greats. And Deontay Wilder, thank you again, King. You use your platform wisely. You ain't out here finding a bunch of BS. You are the man. We all love you, brother. So that's good, D. Hey, so D, after you won your medal in 2008, you turned pro, and you made your pro debut in November 23rd, right? I mean, November 15th, 2008. Yeah, November 15th, 2008, and you win by second round stoppage. How did you feel in that, like going into that fight? Were you like a little more nervous, or did it feel like another fight for you? You
know what? To be honest, all honesty, I wasn't nervous at all. I've never been in a fight nervous. You know what I'm saying? I think it's how you grew up. Certain people grew up a certain way, and no fear lives here. You know, I think I made a statement one time in an interview. I said, fear do not live here in my heart. I've been through so much. Fear don't live here. You know what I'm saying? I go through so much. But like I said, God, you know, his strongest warriors deal with the strongest battles. And I'm used to it, you know what I'm saying? And shit. So, you know, what was that question again, man?
No. You answered it. You answered it right, bro. You said you weren't. I asked because I wanted to know, and the good people in here, we want to know. You know, are you a little more nervous going into your first pro fight? Basically, your first.
So much going on. I had a meeting out before then, man. We got on a spiritual level with one of my homeboys. Like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And man, it was crazy. So, you know, I speak so many different languages, and I ain't talking about the you know, the English language or other type, like go deeper than that. I got certain levels that I get with certain people that if regular people looking in on it, a regular human being looking out, it'll go over their heads because of what we talk about. I connect with so many people all over the world on so many different levels. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing.
That's good. That's right. So basically, nah, I got you, D. Nah, you wasn't nervous. Basically, nah, you ain't never scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
I wasn't scared at all. You know, I was I was fighting on Jermaine Taylor and Corey Spinks card. It was a Jermaine Taylor versus Corey Spinks. It was promoted by Lou DiBella, and we got on that for my debut, and it was an exciting experience. I went to Tennessee, and it was an enjoyable time for me. It was like my debut. This is my debut, and of course you always want to look good.
Yeah,
you always want to get the knockout to show that you're up and coming, and all that played a big part. I ended up, the guy that I was about to fight, I was training for him for like a month, and 3 days prior to 3 days prior to the show starting, I got substituted for a different guy. So when day 2 came, we were still trying to get everything together with him coming. He had certain type of issues going on. So day 1, last day, you know, it was the weigh-in. I didn't know who the hell he was. Who we were studying was a different person. He was a orthodox. This guy was a southpaw. Everything about my first opponents were opposite of this guy. This guy had all types of metal and shit in his face and in his body. I'm like, who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Like the Hellraiser or whatever, man. This motherfucker had all kinds of metal in his face. He was kind of heavy set and, you know, a southpaw. And I was like, whatever. You know, I'm so excited. This is my debut. They already given me a test within a test. And, you know, I got him out of there the second round. And I know that's what I wanted. I wanted a knockout for sure. I didn't know what round it would come in because of my change of my opponent. So I had to learn how to be a chameleon right off bat. I had to learn to adapt to certain situations. Sometimes you may not get the same person you was training for. That's why it's hard for me sometimes to do film study, because sometimes that guy is not going to be the same person when he comes that night or whatever. Or it may switch up. You know what I'm saying? So you spend all that time studying, trying to, you know, get down a game plan, and then it change up. But overall, man, what I'm trying to say overall, I was super excited. I got the second out, and that's where it started from for me.
That's right. I know. Look, like, yeah, exactly. That's where it started. Exactly. That's where it started, D. And so from there, you go on this. And by the way, I was watching it too. You know, D. I don't know if you know, I was watching the cut because we was with Jacobs. You know, so we was on the same cards quite a bit. So I was watching right there. I'm watching everything. Like, okay, I see him. That's D. That's him right there. But D, you go on this historic run after that, and you just dominating and stopping all of your opponents, brother. Right? Like I say, the highest knockout percentage ratio basically in the history of boxing. That's you, Deontay.
Yes,
so you go crazy. You're knocking them all out and stopping them and making this noise, and then you finally get your title shot, January 17th, 2015, against Bermain Stavern, a tough Bermain Stavern, big hard head dude that's knocking people out too, you know. And you perform brilliant, you know, a brilliant, beautiful performance. You win. You beat him and you get the WBC heavyweight championship of the belt. Basically, you get your first belt of the WBC belt. How did you feel? Did you feel accomplished after that, brother?
You know, all honesty, it felt good. You know what I'm saying, to be the heavyweight champion of the world, but it didn't feel. It didn't. If someone was missing, you know what I'm saying.
I hear you.
Someone was missing. You know what I'm saying. With being the heavyweight champion of the world, you know, I guess being that the fact that the landscape of the heavyweight division at that time, it was so dead, bro. And people got to understand, I brought that heavyweight division shit back. It ain't no exciting fighter like myself that when you get in the ring and you want to see somebody get their ass knocked out, Deontay Wilder provides for you. You want to see a man body shake or a shot go through his head, go down to his feet, Deontay Wilder provides that for you. You know, you want a man that, right, just like Spuka right there, that almost reached death. Deontay Wilder provides that for you. And I know it's brutal and crucial to say death and all that, but we got to understand what sport this is. I don't think people realize what sport this is because they ain't in it, and they probably never get in it, you know, which is a good thing. Let us handle this. We the professionals. But it was, you know, it was just an amazing experience just to get it. And I felt like once I got the title, I feel like my journey has just begun, like to recreate the heavyweight division, the landscape. We now have a strong heavyweight champion with a strong mind, heart, and soul in it. And I was willing to devote all that to it, you know, to bring it back where it was, you know what I'm saying? Because in the heavyweight division, that's the division of boxing. That's the life of boxing. And we don't have a strong American champion, man. It kind of, you know, diminish it a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's facts, D. Well said, bro. Well said all the way, D. And like you just said, the heavyweight division has nothing. Shout out to all our fighters. Anybody fighting, anybody get in that ring, they got balls, they're courageous, man. And now you got guts, a lot of heart. So, but nothing like a heavyweight champion. You guys are the toughest, the big. You can say how great a flyweight is, or a featherweight, or a welterweight, all that, but what are they going to do with a heavyweight? I don't think they're going to do nothing with it. So,
hey, it's a different world. It's a different world in the heavyweight division. And I'm sure they understand, but they don't understand. They understand from the perspective of where they stand at in the division and how they have to go up against people. But what they don't understand is when you come up in that heavyweight division, you got to watch out so much. Man, you know, you got bigger guys and you're dealing with somebody with power, like such as myself. You got to watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? This in the heavyweight division is really hurt business. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the most money is as well. And for me, that's the reason why I got in the heavyweight division.
Right.
Money.
So D,
order.
That's right. And you did that. Once again, you did that great. And you doing that great, bro. You the man, D. All right, it's that simple. So D, let me ask you, can you give us, the good people, 3 of your personal favorite coldest knockouts that you done, you know? Can you give us 3?
Coldest knockouts. It's so many, you know what I'm saying?
I know. But
the ones that I'm gonna give you the ones that pop out in my mind. I got the Mr. Vern 2.
Yes, sir.
So I transformed right there. I had a outer experience with him. It was so crazy, you know what I mean? Mr. Vern. I got Spuka. Spuka is another one. And the 12th round knockout with Fury, because I definitely knocked his ass out.
Yes, sir.
To come back and connect that 2-piece. Yeah. It was amazing. That 2-piece and a biscuit, it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Although I didn't get the credibility, I didn't get what it is, but you know.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I like that, D. So, all right. So then, D, let me get those are 3 beautiful knockouts. All of them, like you said, so many. Anybody watching this, please, after you get off this, go to YouTube and just check out Deontay Wilder, my good people. All right, go check his knockouts out. You'll see. So D, if you you know, is ring walk music or workout music important to you?
Yes, it is. It's very important. You know, workout music. When you're working out, like like I said, I go off of the energy. You know what I'm saying, Marcus? I go off of my energy, or how I'm feeling, or how I want to feel when I'm working out. I'm a type of person that, you know, I can listen to all types of music. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a specific type. It can be all types that I can get in the groove of it, because every beat has some type of tempo, and some may be saying a certain word, or maybe saying a certain phrase or a thing that just like, that just, you know, get you with your spirit up, and you like, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with that Pastor Troy, it's an old song, vice versa. When this used to come on,
I know.
It's just like, it'd be like that adrenaline rush will come up in me, man. You know what I'm saying? But with training, I'm so different, because I can train without no music, and I can be all up in my head. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Worrying about, you know, focuses on whatever this is trying to create. You know what I'm saying? Out, and then sometimes we like to listen to a lot of reggae. I love R&B and stuff like that. We listen to rap as well. You know, we changed the old school funk. I used to listen to Kool and the Gang all the time and stuff. Different little things that give me a tempo and beat what I need. You know, ring walk and stuff like that is very, very important. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, D.
What's up, baby?
Not to cut you. I apologize, not to cut you out, buddy, but let me ask you. Speaking of ring walk, you had some big names walk you out. You know, who was like to you the biggest that you've had?
Man, all of them.
Right,
it's so much put into it. You know, when you meet people, that's why I love meeting people. You know what I'm saying? Not because of what they do, that outer title that they have, because some people just have a title. And but who are you without that title? That's who I want to know. What's in here? Who are you without that title? And when I meet people, I want to meet them without that title. I don't want you, I'm such and such, and you know what I'm saying? What's up, my brother? What's up, my sister? You know what I'm saying? What can we, you know, get on some type of conversation, intelligent conversation. Let's see when we open our mouths, sometimes, you know, can tell who a person is. You know what I'm saying? How they thinking of something. Sometimes people be nervous and shit and different things, but I love to meet people without that title, because a title can make you feel a certain type of person, and when you go home, that title diminishes because you by yourself. And then that's when you feel, can you live with yourself? Can you look yourself in the eyes?
Hey D, you ain't speaking nothing but truth, bro, like you always do. All right, that's facts right there, King, because that's how you, like I said, you give off that good energy, bro. Like, and I'm gonna say it for you. This man right here is a multi-millionaire. You understand what I'm saying? This man has made a lot of money sacrificing and putting the hard work in, and accomplished some great things, but you would never know that. I'm telling y'all, man, and y'all seeing it firsthand right now. So D, absolutely right, D. Somebody said Lil Kim. Yeah, Lil Kim, that's big too, man. That's huge.
Shout out to Lil Kim, man. Like the Kim, we connect on the spiritual level as well, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's an amazing person. She's amazing the way she think and stuff like that. Like, a lot of these people are amazing people. When you really just sit down and connect with them and have a conversation, and y'all get on a certain type of language. Crazy, man. It's crazy. LL is another one of those people, man.
Cool J, hey, that's right.
Out to LL, man, because every time I talk to him and connect with him, like it's just like, man, I love you, bro. Like it's just the levels of what we talk. It just go over. Like, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, D. And he's a GOAT, too, on the low. You know, he's a GOAT, man. You know? There you go. Hey, look, so D. So, look, we almost wrapping up here, but I want to ask you, you fought Tyson Fury 2 times. The first time was it was a draw. Do you feel that you won that fight, or are you okay with the draw? Do you think that was right?
Hands down. Hands down, I won that fight hands down. You know what I'm saying? Not only with me knocking him out and the ref getting him more time because he felt like it would be the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Because of the type of fight that it was. It was a highly anticipated fight. You know, it had a lot on the line. And, you know, sometimes these referees go out of their character of feeling like, well, I'm going to do what's best for the sport instead of what's best you know what is in the rules of what's going on and stuff like that. You know,
Right.
it was a lot going on in that fight, but we ain't gonna get into all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the main focus is, you know,
You say you think you won for sure.
I definitely knocked him out. Look how many times you got. My referee at that time, I had Jack Reese, and if you go back and look at any of his fights, you know what I'm saying, he stops a lot of fights early. Sometimes they don't even get to get up. They waving it off.
Okay.
When I knocked Fury out, I literally seen it for my own self. That's one of the reasons why I was so surprised too. You know what I'm saying? Not only with the count, but I seen this man's eyes going. You know how you having good sex and your eyes roll back in your head? That's how his shit was. But I seen the veins popping out his head, and I knew he had a concussion. He was gone. That's a wave off, period. He hollering in the ear and all, whatever you seen. Y'all seen this shit. You know what I'm saying? Go back and look.
Yeah.
You know.
I got you, D. I got you. Now that's real. I got you. That's real talk. So a little bit too much precaution, basically. You feel I got you, like worrying about you going to your corner maybe more than just saying, hey man, this thing is done. We all saw that. You knocked that man out cold, bro. Oh. But he got up, you know, respect, he got up and that's cool. But it took a little time. But bruh, you did that, D, and you still doing that. So okay, that's what it said. So D, let's move this along. I'm gonna go with if you could let's get to some fun stuff now, man. if you could share the ring with any fighter from any weight class in any generation, like any era, that's not active right now though, who would you want? You know, who would you want to have a mega fight with?
When I'm asked, you know, that question, my mind always go back to Alabama, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay. With the fighters that came before me, that paved the way before me. Although most of them had to start their career in other states, but they was born where I was from, and wanted to go up against a guy that was from where I'm from, like the likes of Joe Louis, the light of Evander Holyfield, which is one of my favorites, and the likes of Ernie Shavers. You know what I'm saying? I would love to. With out of those three guys, it's a lot more, you know, that came from this state. But out of those three guys, I would, you know, if not all of them, I would love to share the ring with them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when they come out with the time travel, I might have to go back in a little time.
Look at you. I know you will, bro. Hey, you getting better with time, baby. I know you, D. Hey, so D, all right, that's cool. Let's go with all right. How about active fighters, bro? How about active fighters right now? Can you give us three guys that you want to fight?
In any division or just my division? I mean, it ain't gonna make sense to go to any, but hey, you know how it is. Shit,
that's fun though. That's fun. That's fun.
You may have to see a motherfucker on the street and have to go upside the head or something. You know? No, I'm just playing. No, I'm not. You know, without naming the obvious, you know what I mean? People obviously know, but I would love to fight guys that I haven't fought. You know the ones at the top that I haven't fought, haven't got my hands on. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know that's kind of lame a little bit to not name a name, but anyone that ain't faced that's at the top, I'm talking about you.
I got you, D. That's right. That's right. Like, all right, for instance, I got you, D. Me and my boy in here, I see international Ferg, international Thad. He's a good dude doing his. He has a great podcast, collabing the UK music and the American music, basically. But anyways, he said AJ and Ruiz, you know, Andy Ruiz or AJ, right? You know,
yeah. I'm saying any fighter that's at the top and people haven't seen me fight, and people strongly want to see me fight. That's who I want to fight, you know, because I can sit here and name names all day. You feel? That's the easy part, but I'm just gonna go to the top. When you go to the top, and there's some that I ain't fought, that's who I want to fight. I mean, I want to clean the division out. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Think I'm gone or I stopped boxing, which I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I got another life outside of boxing. Thank God. You know what I mean? I don't sit around and boxing is my only income. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna happen that way. We didn't have too many examples come before in front of us that we have fighters that have made a lot of money, and then in the end, they don't have nothing. I don't want to be known to be great, and then when boxing over with, I don't have it to show.
Right.
Keep the purpose a little bit. Like, I was great in my profession, but I don't have shit to show.
Yeah.
Nothing, and I can't have that. We didn't have too many fighters that lived that lifestyle and showed us examples of what that looks like. And I don't think I like the way it looks. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I want to be known for something great, for something I did, just like Larry Holmes. You know what I'm saying? Known for not only in the ring being great, but on the outside, you know, taking over as well. And that's what I'm leading to. You know, I always stay quiet because when you're quiet, it's even stronger weapon. When you're quiet, and I know sometimes it's tough to be quiet at certain times. You know, sometimes we get excited about things. We want to tell somebody some shit, and sometimes that people may come at you. You want to release your energy and just, I don't care. I just want to let them know. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to stay quiet. You know what I'm saying? That's what the discipline part comes in. And like,
I got you.
I focus on me. I gotta sit, and the way you focus on you is knowing that, like I said, the truth shall set you free.
Right.
And we all know that accomplishing things, you know, it defeats the haters every time. Prove them. Accomplish something. Create something on your mind and say, I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna stop until I complete it, no matter what they say. Because we all know you know, they'll talk about you today, and then tomorrow when you on top, they'll come back around. They love you.
Come on, man. Come on,
people things, and they just
people ride the waves. Yeah, they ride the waves. They ride the waves quite a bit, you know, and that's why we don't let none of these people get into your head, brother, or our heads, and all you good people out here. Don't let nobody bring y'all down. You keep doing what y'all doing, no matter what. And speaking of that, we got about 4 minutes left, D. Speaking of that, I want to know if you can give the good people out here and a young fighter or just a young person coming up watching this, maybe, what type of mindset would you say it takes, you know, for someone to have to achieve the great things that you've achieved? Like,
I mean, what you like we've been, you know, we've really just been saying it throughout this segment. You know what I mean? It really take a strong mindset, a disciplined mindset, you know, an intelligent mindset to be able to endure a lot of the stuff that goes on in boxing. You know, boxing is probably one of the oldest sports, one of the oldest sports around. But you gotta be very confident in this sport. You gotta be able to be aware of your surroundings and who you have around you, because everybody ain't for you. You can have people that's been around you for years, you know, for years, and they envy you, and you didn't even know it. You didn't know it at all, and you'd be like, "What did you do?" But because you're great and your mindset is great, you know, envying is a disease that people gather up. You know, somebody can not even know nothing about you but be jealous of you or hate you just because, oh, he think he all that. He think he doing so. No, you think I'm that. You think, you know, I'm going to let my actions speak for itself. So you got to have a strong mindset. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very disciplined. And like I said, you got to believe. Belief is the power. It's the magic. At least in my world, it's the magic. Belief. And you got to understand, everything not going to go your way, Marcus. That don't mean it's over. That don't mean that you have failed. Because failure is only someone who has given up. And if you've given up, you have failed. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So long as you have a strong mind, strong will, you know what I'm saying, a strong belief, even if you don't believe in religion or whatever, you believe in yourself. That's enough. You speak that shit, you believe it, and you shall receive it. And with the receiving part, it's a timely manner thing. It's not something just like that. Sometimes things have you ever prayed for something and it came the next day or within them hours of that time, you be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? You was like, dang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you'll pray it don't happen. You be like, man, it ain't no God. You know what I'm saying? You'll doubt yourself. See, it's crazy how when we do things, we want immediate reaction. We want an immediate response, and it don't work that way.
That's
Because
fact.
patience is of a virtue. It's the key to have patience, to believe, to speak, believe, receive. But that fine black print is you have to be patient.
Yes, sir.
Your time is coming. What's coming for you is for you.
Yes, sir.
And you got to believe that. So when it do come, you got to be ready, because sometimes we can be so busy and our blessing passes right by. And we don't even know it. It just went by. And while we looking at everybody else, like, man, why they, you want to hate on someone else because your life is not developing like you want it, or you're maybe not trying enough. But you can't give up. You can't. And that's the biggest thing about it. I tell them, most of all, never give up. No matter what, no matter how old, never give up, man. Because you'll never know what you can reach if you continue to go. And always remember, a failure is someone who giving up. That's it.
There you go.
It's easy to give up in this world, man. I've seen so many people, so many talented people that are just giving up. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Fuck them. No.
Come on, D.
No.
Come on, D. Come on, D. Hey, D. This is why. No, D. This is why I had it, bruh. I want to once again thank you, brother, because once again I see an amen in there from Boxing Bully. Shout out to Boxing Bully, Akin Barak. You know them. They doing their thing over there. But this is why, bro. This is why I felt everyone needs to see Deontay Wilder and understand. I know about D. I love you, bro. You always come with that real talk and good positive energy. And even if somebody takes it the wrong way, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, So if they take it the wrong way, that's on them. You ain't never put no bad, negative BS out there, man. So
we still, and we still love them. We still love them. Because
shout out to Fernando Guerrero. Fernando in here too. Fernando Guerrero.
Nice. What's up, baby?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Hey, D, we almost done here, bro. Before they kick us off, we gotta do this again too, man. But D, let's go with Little Marcus. My son. He had this question for you. He got this question for you. He said, what is your favorite animal and why?
My favorite animal. I was contemplating about about certain animal, because so many different, I love, and I love the lion. I love a lion, and a lot of people, you love, that's the king of the jungle, but is it really? It's the lion, king of the jungle. It's so many other animals that is more vicious, more poisonous, more dangerous than the lion.
Right.
I know a snake right now that'll bite a lion that'll poison them. I know a spider. I know an ant.
Yeah.
Bite.
A tiger on a low key, a tiger. What?
You feel me? But I always love something about lions, their power and how they roar. So when I do squad, what I'm saying? It's the vision. It's the vision, visualizing a roar of a lion. Because if you're in the jungle and you hear a roar, you ever heard a roar? A lion roar? Like it's loud.
It's real.
Hear it. And you're going to know it. You may not see it, but you're going to hear it. And that's what I like so much about a lion, how fearless it is, how powerful it is, and how smart. And they stick together. You know what I'm saying? They stick together. So I'm going to go with the lion. There's so many different things that I can say, like a falcon, a phoenix. I love phoenix, man.
See, there you go. Look, now. Look.
Owl is one of my favorite birds.
Come on, man. All that.
They're so intelligent. And it's like you can't sneak up on the owl because the owl head go 360. You're like, who?
Right.
Who?
Right.
Who?
Right. Everything. Yeah, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's so intelligent and wise. You know what I'm saying? I love all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy that, man, I go out. I got a lot of land and stuff like that, which I utilize, man. You know what I'm saying? I live on 7 acres, so I built on completely every bit of it.
So you're an animal. It sounds like you're an animal guy. You like animals.
I'm a nature guy. You know what I'm saying?
A nature guy.
That be walking in my path, in my little trail walk around my property. I speak to the trees, bro. Because them shit's alive. You know what I'm saying? I speak to the trees. I speak to the birds. I speak to the universe. all this shit is well alive. I mean, we're giving up 28% of oxygen. We sharing it with them.
Okay.
So how can it not be? You know what I'm saying? I always tell the trees, I like, damn, I wish I had your eyes. I wish I could see what you have seen out of all these years. Man, imagine what knowledge that we may have. And if you apply knowledge to life, that's how you become wise, because you can be an old fool too.
Come on, D.
Ain't wisdom. It's not.
Come on, D. Come on, D. Come on, baby.
It's not.
Hey,
you must apply that knowledge to life to become wise, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what you know, man?
Come on, D. Come on, give it to us, baby. I know, man. Like I said, I wish we had more time, because see, this right here is just a testament to your greatness, brother. Like everything you're doing. Like I say, you my heavyweight. You are heavyweight. You my favorite heavyweight, and you know you use your platform wisely, and you one of the best boxers to ever do it. Period. But definitely in the 21st century and the 20th century. Well, 21st century. So yeah, they want to say thank you, bro. Now at the end we play a song. Can you give us, the good people, one of your favorite songs? Anything, you know.
Oh man, you know, first off, talking about music and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I love Bama and stuff like that. So, you know, I like to give a, you know, shout out to a couple of my guys and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, we've had a couple of guys from Bama, like Rich Boy, Doe Boy, Rich Boy, Doe B. We got my man Behold the General. So another guy named Sean 1K. Shout out to Sean. He made a video of the fight, the second fight. It's a crazy song, you know what I mean? And we got some upcoming guys, man. You know, I love my state, but it's an old song that I always listen to, that, you know, we always talk about, that give you that energy, like, shit, let's go, I'm ready to go. You know, it's a song I listen to all the time. It's an old song, but one of my favorites, you know, still now, you know, is YNL Chopper, Walk 'em Down.
NLE Chopper. Yeah, NLE Chopper. I got you. You said NLE Chopper?
YNL Chopper?
No, NLE. I think it's NLE Chopper.
NL. Oh, damn, you right.
It's all right. It's all good. Let me see.
You right.
You can try to find it. Let me find it for you real quick.
Everybody got so many Y's, YNA, YNR,
YDN, all that. Yeah. Let's see.
I like shit.
Hey, let me know. Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you can hear this, bro. Is this it right here?
Posted, they found other time, selling dope to the sun calm down. Take the fuck, get the right off the map, when I hit them with this whole running round. Young dog, get the girl with my cop, you wanna play it, then this bitch going down. We ain't hesitating, bullets get the blazing. I'ma lay him down like we in a line. Walk him down, 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 walk him down. Remember, listen, y'all it's like a nigga, I just like an anaconda. You go against me, then you fuck just like a used car. I hold him up and then I smoke him like a good gun.
Hey,
that's it right there, man.
That's some good stuff.
That's that shit right there. It's an old song, but that's that shit right there. Yeah, baby.
No, it's okay, because old songs is good, D. So speaking of which, I'm gonna take you back a little bit further, and I'm gonna leave you with I'm gonna leave you and the good people with this one, dude. And we done. I want to say, before I do though, I want to say thank you, man, again for everything, Deontay, that you've done for us as people, man, especially Black people. This Black History Month, you know, I don't believe in just a month, but thank you for the month. You know,
every day.
You know how I go. Once again, every single thing that you've done for us, King. You know, I appreciate you. We all appreciate you. I'm trying to get this off.
Man, girl, this girl crazy.
Who?
She done heard my song and she done heard my song, so she want to present talking about walking them down.
Who? Look,
Look at shit to you. Man, take this thing back. Take that thing back. And as you can see, while we talking about, you know, I'm a gun collector, B. I mean, Marcus. I'm a gun collector, so you know, me and Chris, my bodyguard, my sister, you know, he was on the force, so he was all SWAT. You know what I'm saying? So we click in that area too. So I'm a type of, I got an underground gun range, you know what I'm saying, at my house. So that's how involved I am, cleaning guns, shooting them, going to the range and shit like that. So, you know, I want people to understand, you know, because they misunderstand me all the time. They see a black man with an AK-47, you know what I'm saying, up in their bed. Oh, you know, this is what I do all day long. You know what I'm saying? I got a great relationship with people in the gun business. And we chop it down. We do a lot of. It's fascinating to have a piece of art and to be able to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? To know the real scientific of a piece of machine. You know what I'm saying? And not really just use it for the warfare of killing people or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That is not the intent. You know that I have when I have my weapons in my hand. Like, these are my babies, and you know what, break all the way down to the little small. You know, define, you know, everything that's up inside it. So, but yeah, she wild for that one. That's my baby. She crazy.
Nah, that's perfect though, because that's what it's about, bro. Like, not like that, but protect yours, man. Protect yours, D, and live your life. That's how it's supposed to be. It's legal, ain't it? It's legal.
Most definitely, everything we have legal. That's for sure. We got to be legit about everything. That's what life, man. I always tell people, if you're going to do something, be legit with it. You know what I'm saying? Be legit. That way you ain't got to worry about people messing with you or nothing like that, and do what you love. And this world is all about you doing what you love. And I believe in happiness. The ultimate key to happiness is peace for me. I get a lot of peace, and it brings a lot of happiness to me. So I'm never down. I'm never depressed. I'm never stressed out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm too blessed to be stressed, and I got a beautiful, beautiful ass family. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I agree. I agree 100%. Hey, D, so my speaker not working, D. I'm going to leave you with this, man, and you right on with that, too. Spot on, man. Shout out to your whole family, D.
Yes,
and make sure everybody, you know, all you good people out there, make sure y'all get y'all choppers, too, man. Make sure you protect. Hey, but do it the right way. Do it the right way. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, D, tell me if you can hear this, because this is my joint, man, that I'm going to leave you with. I'm
trying to see where it's going to go. I like the beat so far. It's a groove to it. Yeah. You smoke? Brother. You must smoke, I didn't want to know. There's far too many of you die. You know to bring some love here today. Yeah. Father. You definitely got to hit a snap in that year. We don't need to escalate. I'm talking about you. To get your mind right too. Is that a you go when you want to get your mind right? Yeah.
All right, D. You say, hey, it's love. You heard that a little bit though?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. D, once again, man, thank you for everything that you've done for us as a people, just giving us hope and motivation every day. We appreciate you, King. And, you know, I love you, man. And I talk to you soon. I appreciate it, brother.
Likewise, brother, man. I love you so much, man. I love your family. And I'm wishing nothing but many, many blessings you guys way. You already know, man, how we get and what level we're on. So till next time, whenever you need me, bro, holler at me, you know.
I love D. Have a good night, King. Tell everybody,
King, blessings. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Bomb Squad!
Taking regular trips where the ocean's blue. Run up on me, you gon' fight with a whole platoon. Run with scholars and goons, cause they keep me in tune. They say I got an old soul from the way that I move. And whatever I do, give them 100 proof. So I can break it all down in these